And he was all like, where, Iron Man? And I was like, over there, way over yondu. Get it? Get it? Yondu instead of way over yonder. Yondu instead of yonder. He's standing right behind me, isn't he? Yeah. Shit. Hey, what's up, Funkaholics? My Marvel Collector Core box came in. This time the theme is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I did get the pop spoiled for me, but nothing else, so there will be some surprises in there. But this video is more of a critique and review, so if you don't like any kind of negativity, this might not be the video for you. And like always, at the very end of the video, I'll give this box a rating from 1 to 10. Patch and pin. Comic. Oh, a Dorbs Ride. T-shirt and the pop. Alright, let me bust this stuff open. I'm not the biggest fan of the patch this time. I usually associate Guardians of the Galaxy with a lot of colors, and these colors are a little dull to me, and I'm not sure how well that Starlord face mask translated. Looks a little unfinished to me. It's not bad, but it's not great. The pin I like a little bit better than the patch. I like the contrast of the green with that pink color. Looks really nice, but what I really like is the way that it's cut out around her hair. Makes it look pretty dynamic and unique. So yeah, the pin gets a thumbs up for me. This artwork doesn't seem like something that would be on the cover of a comic book to me. I mean, it's nice, but it looks like something that would be like, I don't know, like in a greeting card or a children's book, maybe. That kind of art style. It's not bad, it just doesn't scream comic book cover to me. This is Secret Empire number 0. I'm not sure what Secret Empire is, but since it's a 0, I'm guessing it's setting up a bigger story. Artwork is pretty nice. I don't see any Guardians of the Galaxy in here. It's Captain Marvel, Iron Man. Not sure who those guys are. So, I mean, unless this is setting up how these heroes get into space, I am not sure what this has to do with Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess I'll have to really read it. But at first glance, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with Guardians of the Galaxy. Especially Rocket and Groot didn't appear to be in here at all. So that's kind of strange. I'll have to read it to really judge that. But yeah, kind of lame. And unless I'm forgetting something, this is the first Dorbs Ride they've had in the Marvel Collector Core. And they haven't had one in the DC or the Star Wars box. The only other Dorbs Ride I've seen is the pirate ship in the Disney box, so this is a first. And you know, this is kind of a weird thing to focus on, but I really like the material that they use for the Dorbs boxes. It's so much more sturdy than the pop boxes, and it's definitely a lot harder to damage. I'm not saying that I would like them to switch the pop boxes to this material, because I kind of want them to all stay the same. I just wish they would have started out with this material on the pop boxes, because it is so much thicker and nicer. And I'm really liking that Guardians of the Galaxy artwork. Here's a few of the newer Dorbs. Let me bust this open. And here is Starlord and the Milano. And it does come in 3 pieces. You have to attach one of these wings and the base. But it feels like it clicks in and you're not going to be able to take it out. But you can without damaging it if you want to put it back in the box. And you know, it's really weird. I don't actually own any single Dorbs. I just don't like them enough to buy them. But I do have a few of the 3-packs. Oh, look, see how easy that comes off? Yeah, so I guess that's a good thing if you do drop this. This will kind of break away like that and you'll be able to fix it instead of like actually breaking. And this isn't really something you're going to be playing with, so the fact that these come out easily is not a bad thing in my book. And the Starlord does fall out kind of easily too, so, I mean, if you're going to try to actually fly this around like a toy, you might have a little bit of trouble there. But, yeah, the detailing is quite nice. Although, I feel like they could have maybe put a little bit more paint back here. Looks a little unfinished, but it's not bad. And yeah, like I was saying, I don't have any single Dorbs. They're just not that great looking to me. Like, I mean, this is basically the plain Dorbs body, just kind of painted up like Starlord. If you took this head off of here, you wouldn't be able to guess that's Starlord at all. And this guy doesn't have any facial hair like the Pop Starlord does. So that's kind of strange, but I guess it would look kind of weird on here. One of the many reasons I'm not a big fan of Dorbs, especially Dorbs from human characters. I do think they look a little better when they're really, you know, out there, like either robots or aliens or like those spastic plastic characters. Something really stylized like that does work better as a Dorb for me. But these human characters just look kind of strange. Kind of like Russian nesting dolls a little bit. But yeah, not bad. And I do like the rides, and I do like the 3-packs, but I think I would have preferred to have something else. But this is nice, especially if you are a Dorbs collector. They've been kind of neglected lately. So if you're a Dorbs collector, this is pretty great. Just not my favorite thing. Not what I would have preferred. The design on the shirt is pretty awesome. I really like it. The only thing I guess I could complain about is that it looks very similar to the shirt we just got in the Rebels box. That also had like a blue and a darker blue coloring with a brighter orange highlight. This is a little bit more red, but it looks very similar. And I think if I wore these shirts like 2 days in a row, like this one and then the other one, I think people will think I had the same shirt on and would think it's kind of gross. But yeah, like, I mean, if they didn't already think a grown man in a Pop shirt was ridiculous enough. All right, and now on to the Pop. The reason that 99% of the people get this box is the Pop. And honestly, I'm pretty disappointed with it. I was hoping for maybe a new character or an updated Yondu. I think a Yondu would have been perfect, but maybe they're saving Yondu for a con exclusive or something, or maybe releasing them closer to the movie. But the reason I'm so disappointed with this Pop is that this is just the GameStop exclusive Rocket Raccoon that they put Groot on. Now, the reason this is kind of lame is because the common Groot, right here, there we go, is so much better than the GameStop exclusive, because the GameStop exclusive is just basically the common Groot without the fire. And the fire is what makes the common Groot look so cool. It's like, it totally looks like he's blasting off. I mean, it's Rocket Raccoon. He's using his rockets. And it's very dynamic, and it's a very big improvement over the original Rocket. So, to me, the GameStop exclusive Rocket didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, why would somebody want that one over the common one, which is so much better? And this just looks like maybe GameStop and Funko realized that, because this is basically that GameStop exclusive Rocket, and they put Groot on top. It looks way better with Groot on top. I will say that. It looks way better. But this is just the second coolest rocket out there, because I still think that the regular common Rocket Raccoon with the fire blasting out from his rocket pack looks better than this. I don't get why somebody would want 3 rockets, and why they would put a rocket that's just not as cool as the common inside the Marvel Collector Core box. I would have preferred, I think, almost anything else. I mean, yeah, he does look really cute on there, and you know, it's really not a bad Pop. I just think if those other 2 Pops didn't exist, then yeah, this would be great. But since those other 2 exist, this is kind of unnecessary to me, and this is the worst part, because he doesn't come with a stand. But of course, this looks like, the way this was sculpted, it looks like it was weighted for just his head, because once you put Groot on there, he does not stay up, like, not even close. Like, it's not that, you know, he teeters or anything, he won't stand up, because Groot is just way, way too heavy on that back of the head, which does make it seem like they got a bunch of these rockets that obviously they weren't going to sell at GameStop because the common is cooler, and they just put Groot on top of there and go like, you know what, we'll just put it in the Marvel Collector Core, we'll get rid of them. Even though that's probably not the case, it feels like that's what happened. Because I'm not sure why they did not put a stand in here. And it's not that I lost a stand. You know, there's no holes for the feet. And maybe they should have sculpted this tail out to act like a kickstand. That would have been good if they would have just sculpted this out and have the tail hold him up. But it doesn't. And that just falls right over. So pretty disappointed with this pop all around. Alright. This is the second time that Guardians of the Galaxy has been the theme for the Marvel Collector Corps. And this is the second time it's been a little bit disappointing for me personally. The first Marvel Collector Corps where Guardians was a theme was probably the worst Collector Corps to date. I think most collectors would agree with that. It didn't even have a pop in it. Instead of a shirt, there was a scarf. It was just awful all around. This one is definitely an improvement, but the pop is so bad that it ruins the box for me. I think Dorbs fans will be very happy with that Milano ride. And the shirt is awesome. But like I said earlier, that shirt is just too similar to the Rebels one. So I wish they would have mixed up the colors a little bit. The artwork is nice, but throw in some of those like neon blues, pinks, those bright yellows that we see in the Guardians trailer. Because to me, the Guardians of the Galaxy are very colorful. And I would have liked to see a little bit more color on that shirt. The comic, kind of a throwaway item. The patch and pin are okay. I like the pin more than the patch. I'd actually go so far as to say that the pin is one of the nicer pins that I've seen in the Marvel Collector Corps. Really like the cutout on that. You know, I wouldn't even have minded if that Baby Groot on Rocket was just a pocket pop, and that pocket pop replaced the Dorbs ride, and they actually chose a new character or just a revamped Yondu, because I think the original Yondu is one of the weaker ones in the original Guardians line. So a new Yondu with that big mohawk and a better like face sculpt would have been a way better choice than that Rocket. And I probably would have given it like a 9 out of 10. But since it's this, I'm going to say that this box is a 4 out of 10. And it's mainly because that pop brings it way down because it fails on all levels. I mean, it doesn't even stand. So yeah, I'm going to have to give this box a 4 out of 10. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know if you really like this box, if you were kind of disappointed by it like me, or anything else you would like to say. Thanks for watching, take care of yourself, and have a good one. Is he still standing there? Yeah. So awkward, God.